It's the prees. It's the prees. We've got to have the posts as well. But look, you know, they say it takes a village to raise a child, and I've been lucky enough to have a whole village of people to help me raise this wonderful girl. From the amazing family of my gorgeous sister Denise and Brett that are here, and Mum and Dad who are not here tonight, the Glasson family out at Forbes, and all of these wonderful friends, many of you here tonight. Exactly, including Peter Zippert. He's been instrumental. But and you know, look, and thank you to everybody for being a part of our lives, and just, you know, being sort of part of what we both, you know, enjoy in life, and that's friendship and having a good time. And I must say, I was pretty, you know, excited tonight when the party started at 6:30, and by 8 o'clock people were dancing. I went, thank goodness.
And everybody was eating.
And Annika was rapping.
But yeah, look, she's a wonderful daughter, and I'm very proud of her. And thank you to everybody for your friendship and for being here. And thank you to Steve, who's been absolutely amazing in
Go, Steve.
setting up your backyard, because as many of you may know that have been here before, this backyard used to look like a rainforest. Words that have been used to describe it. So we've just sort of scrubbed it up a little bit. It's still pretty rustic, but you know, that's that's us. So
Beautiful, I love it.
who's next?
Do you want to go, Steve?
Yeah, I'll go.
Steve's next.
Thanks, you.
Let's see. Let's see.
Thank you, Sam. All right. Well, I'm just going to say a quick thank you for all being here tonight. I know it means a lot to Ruby. And thank you, Diane, for having us at your house tonight. All these intoxicated people, they could run a riot, but we'll see how the night goes. Thank you very much for your hospitality, and it's turning out to be a really good night. So.
Such a gentleman.
Awesome. So,
That's your boyfriend.
We love Steve.
so I don't know if, so I guess I'm going to tell you the story about how Ruby and I met. I don't know if any of you, if all of you know it. If you do, bad luck. You're going to hear it. It was one Saturday night in autumn. 2.5 years ago, over 2.5 years ago, probably closer to 3 now. Sam and I were hitting up the local backpacker haunts. We started at Bar Century. Some $6 cocktails. We later
Classy.
found out that Ruby was there as well. And then we went onto Scary Canary. Had some scary jars. We've got the blue drink here as well, which reenacts that. And yeah, Sam was playing my wingman that night. He had to play my wingman because he's only allowed to talk and not touch. Where's Susie?
Where's Sam?
Where's Susie?
Yeah, where's Susie?
His beautiful girlfriend back there. Anyway, so as the night was going on, it felt to me like our stealth had been turned on because no one was looking sideways at us. It like we never even left the runway. So anyway, Sam was playing real good wingman for me. But anyway, I got a strange tap on the shoulder. Turned around, thought it was a bouncer ready to kick me out because I was being a bit of a menace. Turned around and there's Kylie. Whispering in my ear saying, I think my friend thinks you're hot. And I'm like, oh. Who's your friend? I have a bit of a look around and I see these gorgeous red curls. A beautiful twisting smile. And quickly grabbed her hand, and the rest is history. So.
Yay!
No, we've had some really good times together. We went to Vanuatu earlier in this year over winter on that really cold day when all you guys had to sit and suffer in the freezing cold when it was, I think, 2 degrees or something. We were sitting in 30-degree heat sunbaking, so it was good.
Thanks for rubbing that in.
Yeah. And we went to New Zealand in October last year for my cousin's wedding. Did a bit of a road trip. That was our first proper overseas holiday together. It's not really overseas because they're our closest neighbour, but so many of them
You're
here.
still
You
on
might
a
as well
plane,
call them surrogate friend or family.
Yeah.
And yeah, we drove across the southern island of New Zealand together. And one memory that really brings to mind is when we walked up Ben Lomond Mountain, which is the tallest mountain in Queensland.
Steve.
Lomond. Ben Lomond, which is the tallest mountain in Queenstown. We only walked to the saddle, which according to all the help desks and tourist places, information desks, it's a pretty easy, casual, light stroll up the hill. When we started doing it, it was 7 kilometres of just straight uphill, and we were struggling the whole way. We walked for the first kilometre and we're like, oh, this is beautiful, pine trees, it's flat, it's lovely. And then yeah, it was 7 kilometres of just straight uphill, and it was the hardest thing I've had to do in a long time. And I know Ruby and I found it a struggle, but the one thing we got out of it was that we never gave up and we did it together as a team. I remember the tourist guide told us. Tourist guide said. The tourist guys told us when we got to the top. When we get to the top, you'll see a seat, and you'll know you're at the saddle. There's still another 500 metres to climb to the top if you want, but we weren't going to achieve that.
And what does Libby do at the top?
No, we didn't get. Well, yeah. Anyway, so when we went to get to the, we saw in the horizon. You could see just in the distance a bit of wood, and you thought, oh, that's the seat. We're going for it. As soon as we get there, we realised it's a sign saying another however far to the top. I've never seen Ruby's heart break in my life. I saw it break that day. It was anyway, we ended up having to walk another 100 metres, and we made it to the top, and it was pretty satisfying. So yeah, I was really proud of you that day, and you and yeah, we did it together as a team. We motivated each other to get there, and we achieved what we didn't think we could do. So anyway, we did. We made snowmen or whatever it was.
Yeah, we did, didn't we?
In the middle of their summer. And I got one more thing to say. That is that Ruby is one thing that I really admire about Ruby is that she's probably one of the happiest people I know. She is the loudest person I know, but she brings.
Apart from her mother.
Oh no, I reckon I'd win in a yelling contest against you.
But she brings happiness and life to any situation.
Yeah.
And sorry, I've got
Jelly in your mouth.
jelly in my finger. Yeah, she brings happiness to every situation, and it's just this personality that draws you in and really makes me feel happy in life. So I just want to say happy birthday, Rubes, and I love you a lot. And yeah.
Hey!
I'm not supposed to cry on your birthday.
Alright, next up.
Okay, which one wants to go?
Shit, that's not a bloody.
Alright, I'll go next.
You're right.
Alright. Hi everyone, I'm Jemima. I'm at Ruby at uni at Macquarie, so got a little speech written, so I'll go ahead. Alright, so I've been very lucky to have met Ruby at uni, and I've been friends with her for the last 3 years. So I thought it would be appropriate to share with you all 3 things I've learned from Ruby over the past 3 years. Number 1, the first thing I've learned is that first impressions aren't always a reliable demonstration of a person. My first impression, this story may surprise you. So, my first impression of Ruby was in our 3rd week of uni in our Aboriginal Studies class. The tutor asked if anyone had done the homework for the week.
Talk about you. Your family.
So, of course, everyone looked down and avoided making eye contact with the tutor because, like, no one does homework like Ruby, seriously. Anyway, Ruby was at the front Ruby was front and centre of the class and was the only one to raise her hand and read out her beautiful reflection of the weekly readings. I thought to myself, oh my god, who is this studious nerd? Like, what is this chick? Like, who does the readings? However, That night on the way to a U-Bar party, I got on the bus and saw Ruby sculling a bottle of vodka in a Mount Franklin bottle. And realized I'd gotten a totally wrong impression of her, and from then on I knew we were going to be great friends. Number 2. The second thing I learned from Ruby was how to use the word babe in every sentence.
Hey!
As all of you would know, Ruby is an avid user of the word babe. Hey babe, how you going babe? Oh my god, I know babe. And babe, you looked so good last night babe. Like, oh my god babe. Like seriously, like, oh my god babe. Over the years, I've latched onto this habit and I literally cannot stop adding babe to every sentence. It's very embarrassing when I use it in front of family members, addressing the kids at work, and like, can you pack up the Lego, babe? Like, totally not appropriate for after school care at all. So thank you, Ruby, for that habit. Really appreciate it.
welcome back.
But on a serious note, number 3, I've learned what it feels like to have an amazing friend. Ruby is a beautiful person on the inside and out. She's hilarious, very driven, and always has your back no matter what. She has an amazing ability to make time for everyone and be there for them in all circumstances. Ruby, I truly admire your selflessness, your enthusiasm and resilience, and I truly wish you all the best in the future. Happy birthday, babe.
Hi everyone. I have known Ruby for. Yeah, I'm Kylie.
Kylie,
Sunny, yeah. 12 years now. And Sunny's known for.
5 or 6 years, yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And yeah, I basically just want to keep it short and simple because everyone probably just want to get smashed and eat. Yeah, like I do. Yeah, so of all the 12 years that I've known Ruby, she's been the most selfless person, the most kind person I've ever known. Like, she's always been there for me through the rough times. Inside joke. And we've just shared like so many moments. Like, there's just been so many. I don't even know like where to start. There was this one time that I really have to mention because it was just so funny. And I think you know, which one it is.
Exactly what it is.
There was this one time we had just finished our HR class. So we were just walking to the bus stop.
Oh no.
And in the middle of walking, she goes, I've got a bug in my eye. And it was just like, I don't know, like I felt like I really should have helped her, but I couldn't because there was just a bug in her eye and I just could not stop laughing.
There's like a big,
going,
like,
there's
fat
a bug in my eye, there's a
bug in
bug
my
in my
eye.
eye. Yeah, there was like literally
It was
the saddest bug.
huge.
And I could not stop.
It was
Like,
hurting so much.
oh my god. And she told me that I was like the worst friend ever then. But like, you know, I couldn't take it seriously because I was laughing way
You were on the
too
floor.
I know, I had tears running down my
You were
eyes.
crying.
It was,
That was so funny.
yeah, I know. It was one of the best moments of my life. Like, but like, just things like these, it's just Ruby's made like so many great memories in my life, and I just couldn't thank her more for being my best friend. And I love you. Yeah.
Yay!
Happy birthday.
Best friend ever. Aww. We love Kylie. She's the best.
Yeah, we love Kylie.
Not bad.
Oh, I've known Ruby for 5 or 6 years, which is weird because time flies so quick and I don't like that. But I'm terrible with names, I really am. It's like, so anyways, the first time I met Ruby, or kind of around then, I'm bad with time too. I remember just kind of knowing her as the chick who would walk down the hallway being like, babe, Illy, babe, oh, Illy, and everything with Illy. Because Illy was the big thing at that time. Hey, like, oh, babe, Illy, I love
Means
you.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you. Illy. But yeah, no, it's weird. Like we've been through so many funny, like oh god, we're like funniest times. We've been on the floor, rolling every day at school 'cause we can't even move properly because our brain isn't functioning because we're laughing so hard and everything. You know, oh god, we've been through so many things. I had a speech in front of 100 people one time, and me and Ruby rock up. I'm like, oh, do you want to like come in? I don't know, we'll just be there. It's like a dinner thing, and they're like, oh yeah. She's like, oh yeah, cool. We go to the dinner, and they're like, oh, do you want to just like maybe get up on stage and just say your name, something like that. So we get up on the stage. My name's Sonny, and my name's Ruby, you know, and we're going through a few different people, you know, and then they kept asking more questions, and we were up on stage for a while, like a long time, hey, like it was weird as, we were like, can we let go? But we ended up being up there anyways. Apparently I said some incredible speech, and it was like really touching, people crying and stuff, you know, and Ruby's like, babe, that was so touching, you know, and she's like looking at me and stuff, and I'm like, I don't remember what I said, I think I blacked out, you know. Yeah, so that's one of the like kind of funny times.
It was good.
Yeah, it was good. We also, we're the loudest people on the planet, we are. We would frequently be told that people could hear us from a different level in the building in St Andrews, yeah. Oh god, yeah, caramel slice. Don't even get me started about caramel slice. If you have not had her caramel slice, it's incredible.
Oh yes, that's true.
Yeah, Ruby had like a little micro nap one time, and me and Kylie, we sat there and ate the whole caramel slice.
She had like a 5-minute nap.
It was a 5-minute nap. Like,
But she thought she had like the longest nap
oh, it
ever.
was great.
And I woke up and there was nothing left, and I was like, how did you just eat a
No,
whole
but when you wake up, you're
slice?
like, I just had the best nap ever.
Yeah, it
And
was
we're
like
you
this
just
full
had
thing,
a
hey.
5-minute nap.
Yeah, and we're like
You
looking
ate the whole
at,
caramel slice in 5 minutes. I was like, what the hell?
yeah, we're like looking at her like
It wasn't
like
that long.
yeah, it's like it was 5 minutes. Yeah. Oh god, we've been through so many things. Like we've been through losses, Brandon, obviously,
Yes.
and we were, I don't know, we were the loudest 3 people, and he was the most incredible guy, and we'd all laugh all the time because we'd like to laugh, just have fun about everything. I think our like standards of what funny is like
Really low.
you know, because we laugh about every little thing. But I think that's something that kind of shows who Ruby and I is. We kind of, you know, especially Ruby. I'm not making myself, damn it. You just want to have a fun time all the time, and I think it's great. And whenever I need somebody to talk to, you're always there, and you're always like, babe, pull your head in, you know, like when I'm going off track a little bit. So, yeah, no, I thank you for that. Yeah.
Aw, thanks.
Best group of friends ever. Alright guys, now it's my turn. I'm gonna unlock my bloody phone, right? Anyway. Okay. Get ready. Actually, I need a jelly shot to get the big one too. Okay.
Have a selfie.
Alright. Yeah. Sorry, so let's just go on with the speech. Everyone, I'm sure everyone just wants to get back to eating and drinking, and we don't want to sit here for like 4 hours tonight. So I will begin.
Take it slowly.
To everyone here tonight, thank you so much for coming to celebrate my 21st with me. Every single one of you here tonight has played such a big part in my life, over the past 21 years, whether it be all 21 or just the last few months. Now it's my turn to tell a few of my stories about my university years. I won't be able to mention all of you because we will be here all night. And as I said before, I'm sure we all just want to get back to drinking and partying ASAP. So to my main man, Steve, thank you so much for being my best friend, my biggest supporter in the good times and bad. You put up with a lot over the last 2.5 years. From my irrational laughing tears just last week about not being able to get drive through Macca's in the taxi on the way home after my Christmas party because I was very drunk and I needed Macca's, to falling off a paddleboard the minute we arrived in Vanuatu, like scratching my entire legs with dead coral and just crying and saying to carry me home and put me to bed. to then the Ben Lomond track in New Zealand, where we get to like the sign that's 100 meters away from the top. Ruby just collapses on the floor, starts bawling her eyes out, and doesn't want to go to the top. And Steve just walks off. I'm like, I couldn't find him, so I'm just wandering around like, you know, this wilderness, like, where is Steve? And I finally find him. He's like, why are you crying? And I'm like, and I was just so happy to be at the top that, like, you know, I couldn't fathom it. Too many clumsy, hilarious, and drunken times to count with you, Steve. But I wouldn't change a thing about any of them. Thank you for just always being there through everything. To my amazing mum, Diane, who put this entire show together tonight. You've been my rock. Steve. With the help of Steve. Ruby did nothing. You've been my rock these past 21 years. And just you and me against the world, like seriously, just everything, anywhere, anytime, just always been there. I really wouldn't be the person I am today without you. You're literally the best person that I know in the whole world. Like, I love you so much. But you've always been a party animal. So, and I feel like you've really passed those genes on to me. So that's something that definitely comes in handy tonight and throughout this year of friends' 21st birthdays. One of the better traits you gave me, hey. To my lovely friends who made speeches tonight, Sunny, Jemima and Kylie. And of course the rest of the squad.
And of course Thomas has just arrived.
Oh, hi babes. The rest of the squad, Peter, Matt, Sid, Sam, Susie, everyone, all the people, all the crew from work, everybody. Oh my, the amount of good times, laughter and drunken nights we've had would be impossible to count on both hands, hey. We've had some really good ones, PJ, haven't we? We've just had so many. Sunny, the amount of in-jokes we have is ridiculous. From maybe not to we'll make a scene. I tell you what, this one time I'm gonna get you back. This one time we were in a train station and Sunny goes, it's like for like no reason, he's like, I'm gonna make a scene, and I'm like, what do you mean? I don't understand what that means. He goes, yeah, I'm gonna make a scene. I'm like, well, I haven't done anything wrong. And he just yells something out. I can't remember what it was. Like, and I was like, oh, and all those people got off the train. And then he looks at me and he goes, you're a freak, aren't you? And just walks away. And all of these peak hour people are just looking me up and down like I'm some noisy freak that's like nowhere. And I was like ashamed. I was like to Naraga and so many more. But I better not give them all away because, you know, there are in-jokes. Kylie, the daily phone calls for like the last 2.5 years, I kid you not, have been amazing. The laughter about the bug in the eye and so many more times. The tears too. The stumbling home from the cross together at 5 a.m. multiple times. And our Maccas and Nuggets obsession. Thank you to my St Andrews work and uni squad for always being there for me, making me laugh, supporting me, and putting up with my first class absolute insanity. To the remainder of my family and friends, as well as Steve's parents and my beautiful neighbours, thank you for being my village, which has allowed me to grow into the person that I am today. I'm so grateful to everyone to everyone who's come into my life. You're an amazing bunch of people. And yeah, let's get this party started.
Love you, Ruby!
Oh my God.